Welcome to episode 2 of the Reboot franchise, and we're in week 3 here, and we've obviously had a couple of players injured, and one of them could come back as early as this week. Chris Wormley has been cleared. However, we're going to take a look here and see what kind of payoff we'll get in if we don't take him out, or rather what he drops down to if we do bring him back. Strength rating goes from 83 to 70, that's pretty bad, but outside of that, it's not bad. But then the high chance of re-injury, we will start the backup. Willie Henry is not bad whatsoever. So as we head into week 3, we're playing the Jaguars, and now, of course, we had one good game against the Browns, or rather, we had a win against the Browns, and obviously we lost to the Bengals, and in both games, we haven't really got an identity right now. The defense, you know, they're hunters, they can get sacks, they're alright with that, they're not bad with turnovers as well. But the offense is pretty faceless right now, and we need to start building an identity, because once you have an identity, you have go-to plays, you know what you're looking for, and it's so much more comfortable to play. So we need to start finding that identity of this team so that we know what we're doing, so that we know where we're looking in certain situations, stuff like that. It's very important, and we don't have that right now. So with the Jaguars, of course, we have to keep an eye on that revamped defense, bringing in cornerbacks and safeties and defensive linemen. Campbell, of course, a big player there to keep an eye on. They have good linebackers as well. And on the offensive side of the ball, of course, we know about their receivers. They've been around for a couple of years now, but Leonard Fournette, their rookie running back, is of course somebody to keep an eye on as well. But outside of that, there is nothing more to talk about. Let's get into this first game of the second episode against the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's away from home. It's a London game at London Stadium, and let's get in here and see if we can't turn this to our advantage, because it's no longer in the Jaguars' advantage. So first play of the game, they start with play action to Leonard Fournette, who manages to block Willie Henry, who got good penetration, but the great coverage downfield means Henry is able to get up and get that sack, and we get him on 3rd and 16 here. First drive of the game, a chance to get him off the field, and he's throwing for Allen Hurns. It's Terrence Brooks in coverage, breaks that up, and that should have been an interception by Eric Murray. Didn't manage to get it, but it was in his hands. He should have had that, but we get the ball back anyway. 2nd and 9, and Juju Smith-Schuster not able to bring that one in. That sets up 3rd and 9, so now looking to run for it, under some pressure there, but he gets out of the pocket, gets upfield, slides, keeps himself safe, keeps the ball safe. But a couple of plays later, we're on 3rd and 11, but a completion there to Jakeem Grant at the 30-yard line. That's the first completion of the day, went for 14 yards. 2nd and 10 now. Chad Kelly again looking to run to the right. He throws it to Jakeem Grant, and Jakeem Grant goes into the end zone. So we start this game away from home with a touchdown there. Jakeem Grant starting today in place of Juju Smith-Schuster. Juju Smith-Schuster takes over Grant's place. It's just a thing we thought fitted better with the personnel, and it shows there with that touchdown. Leonard Fournette able to get around the outside there and run for the first down, but on another run, Grugier Hill manages to stop him, and then the injury timeout, and Leonard Fournette, the Jaguars rookie, injured there. Grugier Hill fine, will get up, but Leonard Fournette will be out for the foreseeable future. We will see him again in this game though, and on 3rd and 10, plenty of time there in the pocket, but the coverage is good, and Marquise Lee there couldn't get the first down. He is stopped by DeAndre Hall, and he's injured as well, and now we run with Wendell Smallwood. We've got the ball back on 2nd and 11. It's a nice pickup. 3rd and 4, it sets up. Gonna try and get it here by passing out to TJ Logan. TJ Logan goes and picks up that first down with the reception, but we didn't do anything else. So 1st and 10, running with Chris Ivory now. So they've got their backup running back in, of course. 3rd and 10, another chance to stop them, but this time they find their man downfield for the first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line now with the final seconds of the first half, and Allen Robinson catches it, breaks 2 tackles, and is finally tackled, but in the end zone by Jalen Myrick. It's too late. Lorenzo Doss had a shot, Murray had a shot, and nobody tackled him, and he bounced into the end zone. 1st and 10 now. Chad Kelly under some pressure, was a wide open receiver, but he couldn't get rid of the ball in time, and Calais Campbell takes him down for the sack, setting up 3rd and 19. Chad Kelly rolling out again, pressure in the pocket, forced him to do it, and he's trying to find Jeff Janis, but that throw went nowhere near anybody. So the Jaguars have the ball back, and on 3rd and 2, Chris Ivory breaking tackles, and Chris Ivory breaking a big one. We should have been able to stop him there, but instead Chris Ivory goes the entire distance for the touchdown off 2 broken tackles. 2 guys had a chance to take him down, and they did not. 1st and 10 now. We're trying to get something back here after starting well and now looking a little bit worse, but on 2nd and 5 looking to pass again. And Chad Kelly finds Jeff Janis for the first down at the 50-yard line. 2nd and 10 at the 49-yard line now, and it's another quick pass out there to CJ Uzama. It should have been a screen to the other side, but he was wide open. We get a first down again. 2nd and 11, and it's a little pop over the middle to Jakeem Grant, and he takes a big pop over the middle, but we're down at the 19-yard line, and on the 5-yard line we go for a pitch to Wendell Smallwood. cannot take it in, is stopped at the 3, so 3rd and goal now. Chad Kelly looking for someone, can't see anybody open right now, rolls out to the right. Chad Kelly has got no options, throws it into the end zone and it's intercepted. Jakeem Grant broke back inside when he should have stayed outside, but to be fair, that ball should have never been thrown in the first place. You've got to know when to cut your losses. 3rd and 9 now for the Jaguars. They're throwing a screen to TJ Yeldon, who is stopped. Tyus Bowser slowed him down, Xavier Gooden brought him down, and on 1st and 10 we go for a play action here. There's a flag on the field. Ball for Jeff Janis though, who catches it, cuts it upfield, and now it's just before the second half ends. It could have been a chance to get a field goal, but it was holding, and we're in the second half now, down 14-7. Chad Kelly starting this half running, and he's looking to pick up the first down, gets out of bounds. Did get tackled, but, you know, we'll let that one slide. And now Wendell Smallwood going up the middle. A big hole for him there with a nice pickup on the ground. 2nd and 6 going back to Wendell Smallwood, but he's immediately hit, fumbles the ball, and that was pretty much all on the center Grassu. That was terrible blocking. Avery Jones immediately comes out, hits Wendell Smallwood. He wasn't expecting it. He fumbles the ball. The Jaguars have the ball back now. Some pressure coming from Brent Urban here. Bortles lets the ball go, hits Allen Robinson, but bounces up, and then Terrence Brooks picks it up, and Terrence Brooks is looking to take it into the end zone. Allen Robinson with an attempted tackle, wasn't anywhere near him, and Terrence Brooks with the pick 6 off a ball that was tipped multiple times, and he was there to snag it and take it back to the end zone. So now the score is all tied again, and Leonard Fournette is back in the game, breaking tackles, getting away from defenders, and he's tackled at the 41-yard line. 1st and 10, they're trying to run with Chris Ivory, and Xavier Gooden was there to stop that in the backfield. 2nd and 14, running to the outside with Leonard Fournette, and this time DJ Alexander is there to stop him. It sets up this 3rd and 16. We're playing good coverage, but it means we don't have much of a pass rush, and they managed to find a hole in our coverage. Westbrook with the first down, trying to run with Leonard Fournette, and again, Xavier Gooden is in there to stop him in the backfield. 3rd and 12, another chance to get him off the field here, but again, the coverage is good, but the pass rush isn't, and he has enough time to find Westbrook again. The same guy, that's his first career touchdown reception, and we let him get away with that one through bad coverage. 2nd and 10, just short of the first down, and then on 4th and 1, we go for it here with Ortiz, and he is stopped, so we turn the ball over. But Xavier Gooden at least comes in with a sack there on 2nd and inches, setting up 3rd and 6. We've got to try and stop him here because we gave him this good field position, and they're throwing it deep there for the reception to Westbrook again for another touchdown. So they get 6 points, well, 7 in the end, off of our 4th down failed conversion. 1st and 10 now, the pass to Wendell Smallwood here on a screen, and he just goes through the blockers. Perfect blocking, has got these guys left to beat the defensive backs. He's faster than him. AJ Boyd couldn't make the tackle. Barry Church isn't going to catch him, and Wendell Smallwood is into the end zone for his first career touchdown reception off a huge 80-yard catch and run off the screen. Leonard Fournette now going around the outside, getting away from tacklers, finally being stopped at the 44-yard line. 1st and 10 again, going right back to the outside, and again having just as much success. You'd figure we'd have learned our lesson, but we did not. 1st and 10 now at the 17, and they're trying to run up the middle. At least we've got that one covered, and now we've got them on 3rd and 6. Chance to at least get a field goal off them and keep this a game, but Alan Hearns there just short of the touchdown. Can we stop him? 2nd and goal. Blake Bortles with time in the pocket. Not much pressure coming. He has to roll out right there. Now decides to go for it himself. 3 defenders stood there and just watched him walk into the end zone. And the Jaguars increase their lead 35-21. 1 minute 30 left in this game. It's a pass there to Jakeem Grant, who cannot get away from Ramsey. Is eventually caught from behind. But now 2nd and 15, we might be able to get a touchdown here, at least as a consolation prize. Jakeem Grant again with the reception and tackled at the 6, and now it's a quick pitch out to Wendell Smallwood, trying to go around the outside, cannot get there, tackled at the 1, but we quickly go with another pitch directly to the other side, catch him out with that one, and we're in through the end zone. The score now 28-35. Of course, we had to try an onside kick, we couldn't get it, but an injury timeout here gives us a chance, although they pinned us at the 3-yard line with the punt. It's still technically a chance. Time now going down to 10 seconds as Chad Kelly picks up a first down and goes out of bounds, and this is basically our only chance here. We had to try and give them enough time to get downfield, and they sack us. I think with a few less mistakes and a slightly better running game, we really could have won this game. It ended up being close, and we were away from home. We were in London after all, but I think we could have done better. Chad Kelly didn't do badly. 66% completion percentage, 270 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Those 3 points, if we would have, obviously if we would have got a touchdown on that drive, Different story now. Those 3 points wouldn't have changed the outcome of the game. Rushing, Wendell Smallwood ended up getting an okay number of 47 yards, but on 19 attempts. Chad Kelly, though, getting 54 yards. Receiving, Jakeem Grant, 5 receptions, 121 yards, a touchdown. Wendell Smallwood with the touchdown on the screenplay, and then a little bit from some other guys. Then to the defense, Xavier Gooden with 9 total tackles, 7 of those for a loss. That is absolutely ridiculous. I've never seen numbers like that, 9 and 7 for a loss, but we needed those tackles for a loss because they were running all over us. Willie Henry with 1 sack, that's all we had today. 1 interception by Terrence Brooks that he of course returned for the pick 6. If we keep going to touchdowns, there we go. No forced fumbles or anything. Could have done with some more turnovers, but the defense did okay except for letting Leonard Fournette run all over us. But apart from that, you know, again, there's obviously flaws on this team, that is bound to be the case, but it's not that bad, and I can certainly see some places where we'll keep some of these players for a while, regardless probably of who we draft. Obviously, some of our rookies is very obvious, but Terrence Brooks is a good player, and I think as long as he advances, I think he could stick around. I really like him at the strong safety position. So we've got 1 new injury, and this could be the injury that we got right at the end of the game, where the random injury timeout came in, because outside of that, everybody that got injured was able to come back. It is D'Angelo Brown out for 2 weeks, so he broke his ribs, I think, on that final play, on the final kneel, and it actually gave us a chance, but then they punted to the 3-yard line and we didn't have a chance. But 2 weeks actually goes down to obviously 1 straight away, and then it's 1 more week for all of these guys to come back, which of course will be really nice. With the scouting done, it's time to advance the week. We're going to be playing the Steelers. So we've got a big decision. Tim Williams has been cleared, but we're going to leave him. It's 1 more game. Now, I could be interested in making this move. It's going to depend. It's the high chance of re-injury that I'm already not interested in. Acceleration speed is down. We don't need him. We're going to start the backup, and that'll give DJ Alexander more XP as well, which will help everybody. So we're sat here at 1-2, but the 1 game we did win was at home. It was against a divisional rival. So who knows what can happen against the Steelers. We know what happens between the Ravens and Steelers is always a hard-fought game, and I think we're up for that. We've got young players. We keep learning week after week what we can do, what we can't do so well, and I think we're doing a decent enough job of putting that into practice. Obviously, we've got some big-time players to look out for against the Steelers. You've got Antonio Brown, Le'Veon Bell on the offensive side, of course Big Ben at quarterback. On defense, they've got some good players too, but Ryan Shazier is injured, and I think they've got a couple of players we can take advantage of. If we ever had a chance offensively, it's this week. If we ever had a tough challenge, it's also this week, because the trio in Pittsburgh is healthy and they're going to look to cause us a lot of problems. Big day for Marlon Humphrey and a big day for those linebackers trying to stop Le'Veon Bell. So here we go against the Steelers. We're well aware of the threats they pose on offense, and Le'Veon Bell starts it off here with a run for about 5 yards. 1st and 10 now at the 40-yard line, and it's a completion there and a completely missed tackle. Another missed tackle. Marlon Humphrey had a chance. Another missed tackle by Eric Murray. Finally, the linebackers coming in and making that tackle. And now 2nd and 2. They run with Le'Veon Bell. Xavier Gooden forces the ball out, but we'll take a look at the replay here, and it looks like Le'Veon Bell may have been down before he lost the ball, and he was. So 3rd and 1 at the 5-yard line now. Ben Roethlisberger, plenty of time in the pocket. Nobody pressuring him at the moment, and then he has enough time to find Ben Watson there. Ben Watson, of course, the tight end that we traded to the Steelers to begin this season. Now Jeff Janis there was overthrown, couldn't get the 1st down, so the Steelers have the ball back. There's a nice tackle there on the outside by Tyus Bowser. Le'Veon Bell couldn't get around us. 3rd and 14 now. Again, not much pressure, but enough there by Brent Urban to bring down Ben Roethlisberger. We didn't send many, but Brent Urban managed to pick up the sack, and now Chad Kelly running out of some pressure, picking up the 1st down with a nice run. 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line, setting up this screen. Wendell Smallwood took one all the way last week, and this time he won't be stopped before the 1st down. Fights for those extra yards and picks up the 1st down. 3rd and 5 now at the 19, and we're going with the screen to TJ Logan this time. And TJ Logan getting around the outside of Mike Mitchell and gets into the end zone for the touchdown. So this game right now pretty close thanks to the touchdown of TJ Logan. A nice run and good blocking by the lineman there. 2nd and 9, and it's a good pass break up there, setting up a 3rd and 9 opportunity to get the Steelers off the field. Again, not too much pressure, but it's coming in now, forcing Ben Roethlisberger to roll out and throw it away, but the receiver was coming back to him. the tackle there, but they get the first down. So 2nd and 10 now, and they're at the 19-yard line. Throwing over the middle. It's again to Benjamin Watson. He's in for another touchdown, coming back to haunt us. This happened in the Fire Sale franchise. It's happening here again. So Juju Smith-Schuster coming back to haunt the Steelers as they cut him. So we get a first down with him there. 1st and 10 now. Chad Kelly rolling out to the right. He really can run very well. Picks up a first down there with his legs. 1st and 10 at the 33, and it's a quick pass up to Wendell Smallwood, who catches it. Tackled at the 2. Wendell Smallwood is injured there, so TJ Logan in at running back takes it straight in for the touchdown. Great back-to-back plays there by the running back. 2nd and 15 for the Steelers at the 34-yard line. Not many seconds left in the first half, and they get down to the 6-yard line, but the clock expires, so we go into the half 14 apiece. And now the first play of the second half, and TJ Logan with a huge breakaway run. He's being chased, but can he get to the end zone? And he finishes it off. The 75-yard touchdown to start this second half, filling in very well for Wendell Smallwood right now. So the Steelers play action there. Ben throwing it up there over the middle. It was zero coverage. We managed to stop him, but it was still a big catch by Eli Rogers. 2nd and 40 now. Big Ben rolling out left, breaking out of that contact. Gets hit by 2 guys, but was able to let go of the ball. So now 3rd and 14 at the 16-yard line. Ben Roethlisberger under pressure, lets go of it. It's caught by Benjamin Watson, but he's tackled short, so they have to settle for a field goal. Score 21-17, running with TJ Logan again. Another nice pick up there. 3rd and 4, looking to pass, and we are sacked. Couldn't get rid of the ball. Hargrave coming in too fast there, getting the sack. So on 4th and 12, we have to punt the ball away, and it's Antonio Brown back to receive it. He catches it, but immediately is hit, fumbles the ball. Grugier Hill, the next man there, manages to pick it up, was a little bit slow setting off in the direction of the end zone, but he gets in for a touchdown. And now we're leading by a little bit more than just the 1 touchdown. A big hit on Antonio Brown. He loses the ball. DeAndre Hall there with the hit, and he gets the ball out. And then Grugier Hill able to take it into the end zone. And that puts us up now by a score of 28-17. We're leading by 11 points against the Steelers right now. And they're coming, obviously, trying to get those points back. And it's a completion there to Eli Rogers over the middle. And they get down to the 29-yard line. 1st and 10 now. Plenty of time in the pocket for Ben Roethlisberger right now. No pressure coming in whatsoever, and it's another completion again. Antonio Brown with a reception this time. 2nd and 11 from the 11-yard line. Ben Roethlisberger again with the time, and again looking at Benjamin Watson. And Benjamin Watson is in for his 3rd receiving touchdown of the game. They're going for a 2-point conversion here, but Eric Murray intercepts that, stops them getting the 2 points. So the score now 28-23. We've got to try and get some points here. Juju Smith-Schuster, as he always does, follows up a Ben Watson touchdown with a catch for a first down. 3rd and 10, throwing over the middle, looking for Smith-Schuster again, and the ball just wasn't there for him. 3rd and 19 for the Steelers here, a chance to stop them doing anything, but a reception by Le'Veon Bell and 2 broken tackles make it more than just the first down. Another broken tackle, finally pushing him out of bounds, but 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line now. The Steelers are coming, and there's a wide open Darius Hayward-Bay there for the touchdown. So the Steelers now have the lead again, going for 2 points. Le'Veon Bell breaking another tackle, and he's in. The score now 31-28. 5 minutes left in the 4th quarter, though, so nothing's impossible, but it looks a little bit more impossible when you throw an interception like that. So now the Steelers have the ball again, 31-28 on our 11-yard line. Le'Veon Bell running to the outside. He manages to break through that first contact, but Grugier Hill comes in with the big hit. And 3rd and 2 now. We've got to try and stop him, but we can't. Jesse James gets the first down with the reception, and now they're handing off to Le'Veon Bell, breaking tackles again, but stopped at the far yard line. 2nd and goal. Now can we stop them? No, it's a completion over the middle for the touchdown. So now the Steelers leading 38-28. 1 minute left in this game. It's already impossible for the comeback, and that interception pretty much seals our fate. I say pretty much, it absolutely seals our fate. Chad Kelly makes the stop, but we lose this game. Listen, I don't think we did a bad job. I mean, we kept them pretty much in check, and by them I mean at least some of the players. Now, Ben Roethlisberger had a great day for 452 yards, 87% completion percentage, and 5 touchdowns. But rushing, we held Le'Veon Bell to 2.7 yards per attempt. He even had a fumble. Receiving, Antonio Brown only had 3 receptions for 42 yards. It was Eli Rogers and Benjamin Watson pretty much doing the most against us there. So in some ways we can be happy that we stopped Brown and Bell, but obviously it's not good enough to just stop those two because we still got beat 38-28. For us, Chad Kelly could have definitely been better. 52% completion percentage, couple of passes that were missed that should have been completions, but also, you know, some play calls that could have been better. It could have all been better there. His downfield accuracy is definitely what we should look at improving, you know, that intermediate deep level. Then rushing, Wendell Smallwood, 10 for 25, not much going on for him. However, TJ Logan, 3 for 85, 2 touchdowns. We're going to have a look. Maybe TJ Logan's just a better running back than Wendell Smallwood. We'll give him a chance in a game, more of a chance, because we pretty much took him out when Wendell Smallwood was healthy again. But we'll have to take a look at him. He showed something today. Then receiving, Wendell Smallwood 3 for 60, Jeff Giannis 2 for 20, Juju Smith-Schuster 2 for 32, Jakeem Grant 1 for 15, TJ Logan 1 for 19, which was a touchdown. 3 touchdowns for the rookie Logan today. Defensively, Xavier Gooden, 10 tackles. None of those tackles for loss after a week where almost all his tackles were tackles for loss. Then Tyus Bowser, Terrence Brooks, Brent Urban. You can see what kind of game it was. You know, those guys making all the tackles means they were running a lot and, you know, passing intermediate and stuff like that. But they just absolutely picked us apart. Sacks, 2 for Brent Urban, 1 for Tyus Bowser. Interceptions, nothing there. That would have obviously helped us. We got some forced fumbles. DeAndre Hall, of course, with the huge one that turned into a touchdown. Xavier Gooden with one that we weren't able to recover. That would have been great as well. So that does it for this episode. The huge thing, which cannot be understated, I don't think. Well, you wouldn't understate it after a loss anyway, but after this week, once we advance the week, there's 3 players that we get back, which is obviously going to be absolutely crazy difference making for us. Next week, they're all back. It's good as well because obviously these are all rookies and we're trying to get them all to be better and they need to play games to get better. So it's, you know, good that they were only missing for a few weeks, and then from, you know, week 5 onwards, we should be able to have a better defense out there. It's not that the defense being bad, but we want the best possible out there, and after those guys come back from injury, we will have the best possible out there. But the tough tests don't stop. We're going to be playing the Raiders next week. That's not going to be any easier than the Steelers, but again, we get to host them at home, so maybe we get some back-to-back home losses. We're obviously, you know, we can still try and win every single game and believe we can win every single game, but of course, this first season, we've not got the best guys out there, and you know, right now I'm thinking it's a little bit on the offensive line because the run game's not too good. There's some sacks that really shouldn't be happening, but there's plenty of things we can improve. I say that after every game, and it's going to be true after every game until maybe, you know, we're 4 seasons in and have a fantastic team. Until then, there's always going to be something to improve. We've got to get a little bit cleaner passing the ball. We've got to get a bit more going with the running game. But I think, you know, with that in mind, you never know. An upset against the Raiders, it could happen next episode.